and I'm sure today's race will do it justice. So Spielberg is one of the shortest laps on the F2 calendar, just 10 corners, 7 right and 3 left. Look out for the uphill braking zone into turn 3 that represents one of the better opportunities to overtake. Also turn 4 straight afterwards, and then the next one being all the way back round to turn 1. Let's look at the grid order for today's race while the cars make their final preparations. A fantastic effort from Jehan Daruvala yesterday puts him on pole position, with Théo Pourchaire starting alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Behrman, Hauger, Victor Martins, Miney, Vesti, Doohan, Awasa, Richard Verschoor, Hadjar, Benavides, Clermont Novalak, Arthur Leclerc, Correa, Fittipaldi, Cordial, Zayn Maloney, Crawford, Stanek, Boschong, and Roy Nissany completes the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. Hello one, hello all, and welcome to the commentary box. I'm Alex Jakes, he is Alex Brundle, and we have changeable conditions today, Alex. How does that uncertainty affect the strategy?
Well, uncertainty is what strategy is all about, but it absolves the teams from the responsibility of running both compounds of tyre. They might have to use that wet tyre, of course, and then the question is, where do those crossovers lie between the wet and dry conditions?
Mate, that podium last time out was great. I know you got a trophy, but hey, I got a little bonus. So let's do more of that, please, this weekend. issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs. Good job, nice overtake. Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap, box this lap. Lap times are a little erratic at the moment. We need consistency, so let's try and stabilise them. Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed. Okay, don't worry about that target for now. Let's just focus on this pit stop. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. And that's a Yumu in the pits. A Yumu is in the pits now. We're not using as much fuel as we predicted, which means we've got extra performance in hand. So let's push, and use it all up. Great manoeuvre, you made it look so easy. Okay, unlucky, mate. That wasn't quite what we needed, but let's not worry about it. Get your head down and chin up. There's a long way to go. tyre condition still looking good. Martins is ahead of you now. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 3.1 seconds. They're all fresh softs. Their tyres are 2 laps old. Time last lap, 1:18.2. Caution! Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home. Yes, great drive, great drive. Everyone here is really happy with that performance. Well done, mate.
This man likes a celebration, and he's got the opportunity to do it. Teo Porcher takes the checkered flag.
It's so easy to mess up a call like that, and whatever you do always seems wrong, but they made it work, and that's the important thing. A full points tally.
ART, the French team who have been racing since the 90s in various forms of motorsport, are once again back on the winner's podium today after a brilliant display of driving skill. And after all that excitement, I think it's time for a lie down. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you when Formula 2 returns.